Round 4 is done. We had some monster blowouts, a triple overtime game, and just all around some great performances from some players. If you don't follow me on Instagram at Too Short for the League, I put a poll up asking you guys the time length of the episodes that you want, and a lot of you said 10 minutes, so I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible. I'm not going to go into immense detail about games that I saw or anything like that, and I'll see the feedback and the watch time and the retention, all that analytical stuff, and I'll see if this is the way I should progress this show forward. But nonetheless, let's get straight into it. Rockingham Flames 106 to Willison Tigers 119. Did people have Willison winning this game? Probably not, because Flames have been on fire. But Rocco actually won the first quarter, but then from then on out, Willow just dominated the rest. 45 rebounds to 40, 15 to 18 on the turnovers, and then 54% to 49 field goal percentage. Again, the Tigers' ball movement is just really good, and their defense is just really good. Gak, 26 and 10, also just signed a 2-year deal with the Tasmania Jack Jumpers. Good on him. 21 points and 8 assists from Walker. Have yet to see a dominant game from him. Maybe he's still recovering from injury, or maybe just hasn't really had to really go all out. But I mean, this game he should have. Travis Dernan 18 and 13. What a beast from him. And 21 points and 9 rebounds off the bench for Quinton Dove. Maybe it's time to insert him into the starting lineup. I don't know. Maybe still on minutes restrictions. I'm not really sure. But this player, absolute standout performance. 44 points, 7 rebounds from Michael Dupree. 9 threes, shooting 69%. I think that's like 13 attempts. So 9 out of 13. Dude is a bucket. He did the exact same thing last year against the Redbacks. But yeah, good on Michael Dupree. And Marty Nelson with the usual 21 and 6. Yeah, it's really good to see Nelson really fitting into that role as well. But yeah, good job, Tigers. This was a tough watch. Hawks 97 to Redbacks 90. Now, the score is actually a lot closer than what the game really was. Hawks almost capitulated in the fourth like they did against Warwick. I thought there was going to be a moment there where they weren't going to call a timeout again. But yeah, Hawks 97, Redbacks 90. 43 to 38 on the rebounds. Redbacks got dominated. 24 to 18 on the assist count as well. And 50% from Redbacks to 71% field goal shooting on the Hawks side. They just could not miss. Turnover battle was kind of even. I think it was like 11 to 11. But man, Hawks could not miss. Their ball movement was looking really good. Joel Vianina absolutely killed us, which he has sort of a habit of dominating Giannis. But he probably also knew our playbook. But nonetheless, yeah, like I said, Joel had 25 and 8. But 3 players on the Hawks had 16 points, which was Abram. I used to think it was Abram, but apparently it's Abram, Key, and Phillips. Side note, Perry Lakes Hawks announcer calling Bendat Basketball Center the BBC. What is that? That is an outrageous thing to say. I don't want to go back to Bendat and have it called the BBC. Just please, no. On the Redback side, Tev, 26 and 5, Mr. Consistent from him. Miles Gibson, 23 and 7, and then Joe had 26 and 6. But yeah, just couldn't really get it together at the start of the game. Really came together well on the fourth. But like, man, we just need to start games like on fire. But yeah, good job Hawks for the win. Mandurah versus Coburn. Mandurah 105, Coburn to 95. Absolutely huge quarter from Mandurah. What was it, like 31 to 14. Absolutely dominated in that third. 39 to 43 rebounds. But Coburn actually won the rebound count. You don't really see that. But 19 to 15 assists. Obviously Mandurah. And then 11 to 20 turnovers. Not going to win game turning the ball over 20 times. But Joel Murray, 32, 5 and 8. This guy is a really good import. I love him. 26 and 10 from Michael Durr. And LB again, 22 and 13. This guy guaranteed winning the Most Improved award. Josh Hunt off the bench at 26 points. I still don't know why he's coming off the bench. He surely should be in that starting lineup by now. Gavin Fields with 19 points. And Reese Vague with 13 and 11. But yeah, Coburn just couldn't really get it going. And like Gavin's still having to have really high minutes. So I don't know where it's going with that team. But yeah, good job, Mandurah. Surprise victory here. Suns 100 to Warwick 90. Talking to some experts, I use that term loosely. They said that Suns won just like from transition leakouts. But yeah, 44 to 40 on the rebound count. Assists were exactly 22 apiece. Both teams had 22. Field goal percentage 49 to 45. But like the real difference maker was 11 turnovers to 18. So again, you're going to turn the ball over 18 times. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time winning. Brian Michaels had 29 and 4, and Merrick Nelson had 25 and 12. On the other side, Harris had 28 and 7. Tyler Shand with 16 and 10. Good from him. And Todd Withers had 16 and 14. Haven't really seen a monster game from Todd Withers yet, especially coming into the season. People were really hyping him up. Some people were saying he was going to win MVP. So I'm really excited to see if he can have like a monster game. I hope it's not against Redbacks. But yeah, good job, Suns, getting their victory. Bucks 89 to Lakeside 70. Oh my gosh. Coming into this game, a lot of people were saying that Lakeside was going to get absolutely blown out. I'm not sure if you say 19 points is a blowout. Bucks really struggled in the third. I think they only scored like 16 points or something. But they had a monster comeback in the fourth. And some people were saying that Lakeside really should have capitalized on their Bucks struggles, and they actually didn't. I think they only won the third quarter by 1 point. But yeah, 45 to 47 on the rebounds. I think Lakeside won the rebound count, which is very surprising considering they don't have like a really big. 15 to 24 on the assists going Bucks away. I mean, we know this. Gelton are very good at passing the ball and their ball movement. 45% to 31% field goal. Bucks could miss. Lakeside were missing a lot. But then only 10 to 9 on the turnover count. But I think with Lakeside, there are some people out there calling for Mike Malat's head. I don't think he should be getting fired. I'm very lenient on that. What I think is his offense is very shoot the ball, 3-ball, and his imports cannot shoot to save their lives. They are very drive heavy. So maybe you shouldn't have brought in imports that can't shoot, especially in your offense. And they really struggled this game as well. I think they only had like 12 points, 14 points or something. But yeah, they really struggled. But 24, 5 and 8 for Nicholas, 12, 7 and 5 for Narkle. Josh Davey had 18 points and 19 rebounds. He had more rebounds than points. But that was literally it for Lakeside. But yeah, good job Bucks and winning. Another blowout. Eagles 96 to Hawks 69. Obviously, Hawks coming off a back-to-back. It was a close first quarter, but then just an absolute blowout from there. 46 to 37 on the rebound count. Obviously, Eagles should be expected to win most rebound battles. They are a very big team. 28 to 17 on the assists. 55% to 36% on the field goal. Not going to win games shooting that poorly. And then 15 to 13 on the turnover battle. 3 players on East Perth side had 18 points. Reith, Taylor, and then Sunday Detch. And David Aquara even had 14 and 10. But on the Perry Lake side, not much. Abram had 12 points. Phillips had 11. Luke, that is. And then Kaya off the bench had 11 and 7. He had a lot of minutes this game because AJ actually rolled his ankle in the Redbacks game. Hopefully he's all right. But yeah, good job, Eagles. Side note, if Eagles had lost this game, I was going to put them on fraud watch. Oh, this game was an absolute headache. Redbacks 117 to Suns 108. This game went to triple overtime. Like, this game just did not want to end. 67 to 55 on the boards. Suns absolutely dominated Redbacks on the rebounds. 19 to 22 in the assists. 46% to 35%. Obviously going Redbacks' way. But Suns had 109 attempts to Redbacks. I think 96 or something like that. So yeah, they shot the ball a lot more. But turnovers 15 to 13. This game really came down to some clutch performers. If you saw my story on Too Short for the League on Instagram, you see I was posting about the game, and I posted a little picture with a goat with Kuso Kyle on it, because the dude came in the game, took 3 charges. 2 of them were absolute pivotal moments of the game. Hit a corner 3 as well that was absolutely clutch. But yeah, Kuso Kyle, obviously the goat. But Miles as well, 33 points, 17 rebounds. Dude was a board monster, and they were clutch rebounds as well. 34, 5 and 7 from Joe, really playing more off ball. I think that's what's working. And Giannis, 19 and 15, also 7 assists in there. He's a very elite passer. He was having a lot of passes where it was just like the ball and then touch and then straight to the player, which is great to see. Like I said, 3 charges from Kuso Kyle. But on the Sun side, they also had some great performance. 43 points from Brian Michaels. Off 40 shots, 19 of them were 3-pointers. absolutely ridiculous. 21-17 from Marek and 15-8 from Exeter. I do have some inside information about Brian. He was very sick, so hopefully he's feeling better. But yeah, still 43 points with the flu game. Dominant from Brian. But at least Redbacks got a win. If they had lost this game, I was 100% putting them on fraud watch. The first quarter was like 16-33. I 100% thought Redbacks were going to lose. But good job on coming back. Tigers versus Senators. Tigers came out with the victory, 100-90. It was looking a bit iffy in the second, but then the Tigers were able to come back and absolutely win this game. 39-50 on the rebounds, 22-20 on the assists, 42% to 46% on the field goal, and then 8-14 on the turnover. So like no standout stats besides the rebounds. But Marshall Nelson, 22, 5 and 4 from him, so it's good seeing he's being consistent. Michael Vigor with 15 and 14. He didn't play much the first game, but this game he played like 30 minutes or something. But then on the flip side, Michael Harris 26 and 8. Todd Withers again with 21 and 12. So again, not a standout performance. George Pearl off the bench, 18 and 10. So yeah, Warwick had some good performances, but yeah, those rebounds just really killed the Senators. But good job, Tigers. Oh my goodness, this was a massive blowout from the get-go. Wolves 107 to Mandra's 67. Now, there was no Joel Murray for Mandra, but this game was never close. Jonathan Wade actually played, though, which was good to see. 46-44 on the rebounds, so very close. But the assists, oh my gosh. 26 assists to 12 assists. Absolutely dominated. Their ball movement was very crisp. 56% to 30% on the field goal. Absolutely dominated, making their shots whilst Mandra weren't. And then 18-12 on the turnovers. Not a drastic change there. But on Mandra's side, Michael Durr with 15 points, 16 rebounds. LB had 19, 8 and 6. Mr. Consistent from him. But other than that, they really had nothing at all. I don't think Pasaba played, and Joel Murray didn't play either. But CJ Turner's 22, 6, 3 and 4 steals. And then Wade off the bench had 22, 4 and 5. Hitting 4 out of 5 threes. I think he hit 3 threes in a row. Elite from him. Other than that, Caleb Davis had 17. Other than that, they don't really have huge scoring performances. But yeah, just great ball movement. And man, Wolves are looking very strong. Still with one more player to come in as well. Last game of the round, Giants versus Slammers. Giants 98, Slammers 85. Slammers weren't really in this one. I mean, it was a close first quarter, but other than that, wasn't very close. 46-35 on the rebound count, 21-20 on the assists, 51-50 on the field goal percentage, and then 11-14 on the turnovers. Randy Bell had 30 points, 13 rebounds, huge from him. Parsons had 24 points, 8 rebounds. I think he had 5 assists as well. But then on the Slammer side, Boy had 21 and 7. But other than that, they really had nothing going for the Slammers. Unfortunately, this wasn't a close game. Not many close games in this one, except for the Redbacks triple overtime. But yeah, good job, Giants. Player of the week time. Now, I could have given this to multiple people. Randy Bell was definitely up there. But my player of the week goes to someone that played 2 games this week. Goes to Miles Gibson. 28 points, 12 rebounds, 63% from the field, and was humongous in the win against the Suns, getting rebounds and putbacks. Yeah, just being an absolute beast. So, player of the week goes to Miles Gibson. Alright, that's it for this wrap-up. Let me know if you like the shorter format, or if you want me to go back to me really breaking down games and sort of rambling on. Yeah, like, follow, subscribe, do what you need to do. Follow Too Short for the League on Instagram. Subscribe, please. I want to get to 150 subs by the end of next month. But other than that, that's it. I'm out. Ciao.